Alright, with Silksong coming out extremely soon, I found myself, wanting to try and come back to Hollow Knight. I've seen other creators either come back to the game or play the game for the first time recently and seem to love it. I, on the other hand, tried playing the game 4.5 years ago and couldn't even get 14 hours into it before I stopped. This video is going to be a little different from my other essays since I'll keep it rather short, but I'm literally putting this out before Silksong comes out while working on another video and college classes. So yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but let me know if you want me to talk about my whole experience with this game, because I've honestly come up with plenty to talk about. So I first played the game in 2021 at the recommendation of a friend, and decided to play the game myself. I'd seen the game before and was intrigued by the movement and combat, so when I played the game for the first time, that was immediately what I enjoyed. I hadn't played Metroidvania or Souls-like game before, so the style of progression and storytelling were both new to me, and I think both genres have issues, but every genre does. But I feel they impact my dumb, stupid brain a bit more than others. Since the game kind of requires you to remember several things at once, some of which might be small bits of information, I really struggled. It might just be me, but true progression felt hard to quantify. I knew I was getting upgrades and whatnot, but I say true progression as in a reference to the main quest and story. And I remember at one point I stopped playing the game for a week, and when I came back to it, I had no idea where to go or what to do, which immediately put me off. So much so that I didn't play the game until making this video. Coming back to it though, for this video, I had more determination to see this game through. It took me a second to get used to the controls again, but really not that hard. And this time though, I decided to look up stuff to see what I needed to do next. I try to keep things as spoiler free as I could by only letting myself know where to go and not really what actually was there, which is pretty hard. And I only needed to do this for a bit as well before I got back into the swing of things. And as of writing this, I've just gotten the Dream Nail, the Awoken Dream Nail, and the 2400 Essence for the Seer achievement. So at this point, I've started to really understand how things in this game work, not just the basic actions, but rather how things work as a whole, on a macro scale. I'm going for the 112%, so I've got a lot to do, but I've also come to enjoy the whole process of getting there, instead of lamenting the fact that I've got such a long way to go. And even though I've seen videos on this game, I'm actually discovering things I didn't know about for myself. Overall though, Hollow Knight is a game that I think could end up in the same spot for me in terms of personal impact as my favorites, like Okami and Nier Automata. And I love those games enough to want to get a tattoo for each of them, and I really want Hollow Knight to get to that point for me, and I still don't think I can be as impacted by this game as other people, which makes me feel guilty for some reason. I am sorry that I can't see the game in the same way you can, but no other game has really made me feel that specific way, which definitely makes it special. And I feel that since the game was such a big part of the cultural zeitgeist for so long, and really continues to be, that I've been missing out on something by not truly enjoying the game. But like I said at the beginning, Silksong is coming out, so I think I'll end up playing the game upon release, which is pretty rare for me since I almost never buy games full price. Here's to hoping though that I can truly enjoy everything the game has to offer, since I've gained a greater appreciation and respect for Hollow Knight. With that though, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, good night, and I hope to see you again real soon.